Menu narration option is set to off.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Vols will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So LSU's offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see...
Breaks into the open. Just steamroll. Look at that toughness. Just running through everybody. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. They're going to ride this running back. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Tennessee's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They go to the ground. Turning it on! And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Bettis. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. Caught in the backfield, it's Bettis. There he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Running behind that left side. Oh, he's got some space. And he continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Tigers. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
They boot it away. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's out of bounds after the good pickup and what a way to end the first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running back searching for a hole. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Fighting off the defender. Rams him with the stiff arm. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, LSU!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
The give to the left. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone can...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Vols will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the returner will be brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language.
There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nayuk Bengals.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half, they can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Ball is loose. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Oh, he faked the spike. He's going to throw it. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls in the...
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Volunteers are on the move. Leaves it with the back. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Touchdown balls! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys. They get there in a hurry.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. The give to the left side. Gets it past the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. LSU right back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They try to get it outside on the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for space, it's Schwab. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Jefferson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got his man on the outside. Makes his man miss. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Myers to the big fella. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. At the 40, just dismissing tackles. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's a mid-stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here is the Tennessee offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
To the air on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's got it again. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. The Vols will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. LSU will dive into the playbook. Offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Let's go. They'll run it to the right side. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do they do?
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, LSU! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 21 to Baylor. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hart. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. LSU quick to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying to get the corner. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Trying to slam in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be knocked down.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs. Get that first down right now.
Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give out of the gun. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack at them.
He hurls one deep down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
No fair catches here, looking for room. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total dominance.